Within reach. Port City Uncensored. Yeah, we're loud and clear. Free speech forever. Drop the chains. Draw near.
All right, greetings everybody. Port City Uncensored, and we got everybody in the house. What's going on, guys?
What up, fellas? How we doing today?
All right, awesome. Yeah, we are coming to you live from the Bat Cave in Midtown Stockton.
Yep.
And it's Port City Uncensored. I am J-Man Jack, your host here for the next little bit.
He's the sexiest bald man alive, ladies and gentlemen. Go like and subscribe to Port City Uncensored if you want the sexiest bald man alive.
All right. Thank you for that. It's King MPV. We got Alex the Man Angelov, and of course, Homelander Jr., also known as Scotty Tuhawti. All right, guys. So,
Hak Tuhawti.
yeah. So, yeah. So, hope everybody is doing well and over
Oh, Lord.
the flu, if you've had it or whatever, but it's been going around. I've been lucky so far, knock on wood, but
Stay at home, J-Man. Stay at home. Don't go out into these streets. They'll get you sick.
I've been avoiding, I've been minimizing my contact with the outside world. I know a few people that have caught this K flu, what they're calling it, and so yeah,
fun, man. It's not a fun disease. You got to protect yourself, guys. Be healthy, be safe.
I'm just
I
powering
know
through that shit right now. I'm not gonna lie, I got the K fly.
there are vaccines. Get the vaccines, man. It's worth it.
well, yeah, whatever the case, but yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see. It's a chilly evening out there in Stockton tonight. I know that.
It's chilly as fuck out here in the Bay Area, too.
I bet. I bet it is.
Freezing my nuts off over here.
Yeah. So stay inside, stay warm, and listen to Port City Uncensored, and take a look at what's been going on. I just saw something interesting before we jumped on here. Apparently, Stockton PD made an arrest here, I think today. There was back November 25th, they found a woman in a car, stabbed to death.
What?
And, yeah, this is on Venetian Drive, and I had mentioned it on the show, I remember. And then, yeah, they announced today that they arrested a fella by the name of Parmajit Singh and charged him with homicide. He is now residing at the county jail, and yeah, so looks like they may have solved that one.
Damn. Stabbing on this side of the Atlantic? God damn.
Well, yeah, so there was that, and then we had Monday, there was 3 separate shooting incidents, and so nobody died, but
Thank God.
That's
you
good.
know,
Thank God.
but yeah, and no homicides to report as of yet for the new year, but that hasn't stopped the shooting from continuing. And so we had 3 shootings Monday, and the two of them were south side Stockton. One, I believe, was off of 6th and Airport, and the other was on Church Street somewhere. So anyway, it's kind of like business as usual for that part of town. But now the other one was on Fontana Avenue, which is right off of Country Club Boulevard, which has been kind of the happening spot lately for shootings and whatnot. We just had the murder last week, and so yeah, Fontana runs right directly next to and kind of behind the Safeway on Country Club there, and there's been a few shootings in that parking lot here too, as of recently, and so and it's all apartments down. Fontana dead ends right back there, and is like several apartment complexes and whatnot. So again, that's a county pocket area, and to this date, no arrest made in any of the shootings, and all the way back to the Thanksgiving weekend mass shooting. So that's kind of where we're sitting with the crime situation here in Stockton on the streets this week. And it was something interesting I did come across also. Find it here.
J-Man, we need to work on making sure that our audio goes through for when other people share their music on sonic waves. I was rewatching the video, and the episode was great. The only issue is my music never came through, so I look like a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, I saw that. I forgot to mention. I was watching that entire thing, and I was like, "What the fuck is Nelson looking like a retard jumping around and shit?" I was like, "Oh, that's right." And there's music playing, you just can't hear. I was like, "Look at his face," and he's like, And it's just like, "What the fuck?" And Jack's sitting there like, "What the fuck is this dude doing?" I thought you were trolling him, Jack.
Well,
you're just sitting there, and he just looks like a fucking retard.
I mean, everything is coming through on this end when we're doing the show. So,
That's
all right, we will. Yeah,
What's
we're going
this?
to look into that.
All right, so what are you showing us right now, Jay?
This here is some illegal dumping that was caught on camera. This fucking asshole. Let me get over here and
CCTV.
Is that a Chevy Tahoe? What is this?
That is a hoe.
So that's a long-haired dude. The best we can make out from the video, and yeah,
He's a Stocktonian redneck.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is along the Smith Canal there, Shamuzu Drive. This is actually kind of an ongoing problem.
Oh no, it's a female. It's got to be. Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it froze.
So yeah.
Hey, shout out to Murrow, Lupita.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's a lot of angry faces. That's 213 angry faces. I don't think they're happy.
no, like I said, this is an ongoing problem. It's an issue along that
It was
route.
just garbage day, though.
And yeah, you know what? These motherfuckers don't give a shit. I mean, I did a video down there. I'm gonna have to maybe go take another romp out there and see what's up again. They cleaned it up. Okay, there you can see the trash he left behind.
No way, dude. Brett, if anything, Buddy should just have gone to like one of those like warehouses where with those big like containers and just squeezed everything through. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they don't want to pay the fee to go to the dump, and So anyway, yeah, that get rid of that there. So anyway, yeah, that was a little something that was going on here with the illegal dumping.
Come on, man. That's stupid. Yeah, literally, he or she, I don't know, I can't tell. I think it's a woman who's that. She should have just gone to like behind of a Target or like a behind of like a Best Buy and just opened those big containers and just shoved all their garbage down there instead of dumping it in behind someone's backyard and
Hey, don't give him
near a
any
waterway as
ideas.
well. I mean, come on now. They're
Well,
polluting.
you'd be surprised though how many dumpsters around here are locked.
Nah,
I
true.
mean,
Yeah.
you know, businesses know that, yeah, people will do that, and they're paying for the service, and so I mean,
Yeah, Stockton dumpsters, I've noticed, are perpetually locked all over the place. In the Bay Area, there's like the nice like industrialized office buildings or whatever. They leave their shit on lock so people can come and dump their shit when they're not supposed to.
yeah,
But out in Stockton, everything is locked up by like 10 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and like I said, the illegal dumping has been going on, for a while, and it's all over town. I've posted videos that were sent to me of guys that were caught down in Mormon Slough, and literally you got the guy's truck with the logo on the side and everything, and you know. They're not always from Stockton. Sometimes somebody will come over from Lodi or Manteca and dump shit. Again, they don't want to pay the fee to go to Lathrop and to the real dump, to get rid of their shit. So they just drop shit off. A lot of contractors, when they're done with a job, they got scrap wood, whatever left over, and they just dump it in Mormon Slough. And then the homeless, they'll go through the shit and use it to build their, little forts and tent cities and shit.
Yeah,
So,
they're establishments.
yeah. So that's one way that construction materials get recycled around here.
Well,
But
they can practice their arts and crafts that way. They can different angles and folding. That's great. I think that's great. That's fantastic. It's kind of like scavenging almost, like leveling up your character. You can find some random cool stuff right there. Oh my, look at that.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's something that we deal with, and but lots of times it's old tires and furniture and sofas. That people will just you go to the end of some street or some road and just drop that shit off, and you know. Summertime, someone will come along and set fire to it sometimes. So yeah, illegal dumping.
That's how
a good time.
wildfires occur, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, especially how dry it is over there on the Central Valley. I mean, come on, man, that's not good.
Yeah.
But you're definitely gonna find those idiots who do it. I'm assuming.
Yeah. So other than that, that's what's been going on streetwise here in Stockton. How are things out there in the Bay Area, Nelson?
Well, I'm alive. I'm sick as fuck. Got a headache. A little bit of a migraine. Congested like a motherfucker. Cold as fuck out here. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is cold as fuck in the Bay Area.
What are you wearing to protect yourself against the cold, man?
I'm wearing an authentic Shady Mob sweater. Guys, go check it out on shadymob.com. This is an N1 in the End Zone sweatshirt. There you go.
There you go.
Looking
There you
good.
go. Look at that right there. Comfy as a sloth. Look at that guy.
Down in Shady Mob gear. I just haven't had the fucking time to deliver all these gifts. Literally, other than that, I'm excited because I think I'm going to switch up my schedule starting next week. So I'll have Sundays off for sure. which is something that I desperately need because I have been technically working 7 days for the last 3 months.
Wow.
Other than the little like vacation time that I had with not 3 months, I think 2 months. But other than the little vacation time I had like last week from Apple, I haven't really had any time off.
Yeah,
Other than
you,
that, guys, blessed to be here. Blessed
yeah.
to be here.
Nice.
Well, we're glad to have you, and so yeah, just take care of yourself, and yeah, don't burn out, man.
Trust. I feel that the burnout is real. The
Oh
burnout
yeah,
is real. Oh yeah,
yeah,
but we ball. If you're young enough, you bounce back, you ball, you keep going. What
yeah.
motivates me though is having the bigger picture in mind and having like an ultimate goal that I'm trying to achieve, right? That's the only reason. That's what keeps me coming back onto Port City Uncensored. That's why we do Sonic Waves. That's why we're rebranding because it is important to me to achieve that ultimate dream, that ultimate goal. So yeah,
All
stay
right,
positive.
yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. So switching over to City Hall.
Oh God, what's up with that clown fest?
Well, the first council meeting of the new year will be this coming Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll be stream sniping that. So, yeah, you folks out there can tune into that. But Jason Lee is back in the news, back from
When is he
vacation,
not in the news?
and well, he started doing a vlog, a short video vlog, kind of a day in the life kind of thing, and he's kind of working in his job on the council a little bit, and so. And I didn't see this episode yet, but what was reported is that it involved a conversation he had, a phone conversation with Councilwoman Michelle Padilla. All right, and from what I read,
I have dubbed her the Wicked Witch of the West.
well,
Shout out
you
Oh
to
know,
no, I'm burning alive! It's accountability, but water. Ah, the accountability, it's burning me.
shout out to Scotty, our local witch.
yeah, well,
I'm the witch doctor, baby.
and of course she's up for re-election this year, so. But anyway, the way the voting block has been played out lately, the 4-3, the girls versus the guys, as I mentioned, and so allegedly this phone conversation.
Are you including Brando on the girls' side? Is that what you're?
Like I said, I was right the first time.
Okay,
All
got
right,
it. Got it. Just reassuring.
but I digress. But anyway, yeah, apparently Jason is trying to reel her in to his side of the voting block to so he could have four, and what's the likelihood of that happening? Who knows? But now,
She needs somebody to fund him with the campaign. And I don't know why Jason would
here's the
support
thing
somebody that's already stabbed him in the back the number of times that like Christina and Michelle have.
Well, see, here's the thing. There was a Brown Act violation, which was mentioned because allegedly Jason would have discussed this previously with council people Blauer and Mario Enriquez, his two voting buddies there on the block. So, and then he has a phone call with Michelle. So that's four people, and according to the Brown Act, you cannot have a majority, in this case four, of a governing body meeting outside of City Hall to discuss city business. That's technically a Brown Act violation. Now, in this case, it's kind of a stretch because these all four people, they weren't all on a conference call together or in the same room together anywhere. He talked to two first and then her. So as far as any Brown Act thing, I think that's kind of a stretch. Plus, who in the hell has ever heard of anybody being convicted on any Brown Act violation lately? I mean, that is such one of the overrated things in political law around here. It's a joke, so no one's really taking that seriously. And I hate it when people call me doing a live stream. I should put them on the air next time. But anyway, now he took the phone call and allegedly it was edited for his vlog, and so she now is having issues allegedly because it was edited and used in social media vlog, and that somehow is going to undermine trust.
Hold on, did she not give her consent for him to use that footage?
All right, I would have to assume. They know that had to have consent because California is a two-party state as far as call recording. You have to have both parties knowledgeable that it's being recorded. So I'm assuming that part. Now, whether she knew it was going to be edited later on or not, I don't know. I don't know. So that's kind of where that whole. This is like a new thing that just popped up this week, and so this is kind of the groundwork.
Jason has gone around and done exactly the opposite of what he said he was going to do. He's turning this shit into Hollywood. I'm just being honest. With the way that he's approaching these things, he's trying to do this in a very Hollywoody type manner.
Well, yeah, he did say he is going to use his platform. To do this and to point stuff out.
The only reason why he would put this on social media is to put pressure on Michelle to make a difference. To be completely honest with you.
Well,
the chin.
Yeah, I mean, the risk he could run is becoming more isolated.
The greatest risk he can run is that double chin.
What?
One more quarter pounder, baby, you're there. I'd like to say it was a collusion. And we wonder why he's gasping so much. I wonder if he visits the local McDonald's. Off number 9 large.
There has been a lot of food references made in their discussions the last couple of meetings. So I really don't know where that started or how they got there. So who knows what they'll be talking about. And maybe we should give them menu suggestions, to use as references, a nice big submarine sandwich. That's what.
Whatever helps them guide them to answers, because clearly they're not giving us any, and all they're doing is just playing politics.
Oh, they did fill 3 positions in City Hall that were vacant. One of which was the chief financial officer.
I was just reading an article about that actually.
Okay, yeah, because we haven't had one for quite some time. And this had been mentioned, I believe, even during the campaign. That, the city finances are questionable, and, and we don't even have an officer. So, Jason Lee, of course, a few weeks back, requested the state to send in auditors. And the state answered his request, and the auditors arrived a week ago. All right. So isn't it funny that only after the state auditors arrived to look at the books here, suddenly we announced, we filled the position of chief financial officer.
Yeah.
I look at the timing of things.
I think it's just a crock of shit, in my honest opinion.
His name is Gilbert Garcia. He was the CFO of Huntington Beach from 2018 to 2019, according to the city and Garcia's LinkedIn. Garcia was previously in charge of the finances of Lincoln and Ventura as well.
Yeah.
So, big LA guy. So hopefully he brings his LA stuff to.
I wonder if he's friends with Mr. Moneybags.
Well,
the plot thickens. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
We'll have to see how this flushes out and what the state finds.
The state's not going to find anything because they're in on it. Plot twist. Can I give you guys my opinion? Because I'm also an investigator, believe it or not. I'm an unofficial investigator. I'm a theoretical, hypothetical investigator. But anyway, so what I think is that... yeah.
Wait. Back up. A theoretical investigator.
Yeah.
A theoretical, hypothetical investigator.
Yeah, exactly. I have a theoretical degree in theoretics. That's why I'm a theoretical investigator. But
He's a
speaking of, here's a theory for you. I have a theory, not a game theory. I have a Game of Thrones theory about if it's Stockton. So, all right, guys, here's my honest take on it. Jack, how many years do we have left of their term? Like, let's just say hypothetically she wins re-election, whatever. How long do we have of this current administration?
Well, as far as the ones that just got elected last year, another 3 years.
So, based on that, we have another 3 years of Miss Fugazi's leadership. And I just want to say, guys, how many people have been shot in the face since that birthday shooting? Let's just think about it. How many separate crimes have happened since then and will happen in the next 3 years? And pretty much what I'm getting at here is that you guys know, have you heard of the Ouroboros? You know how the snake eating its tail, how it's in a circle or something? How it circles like it's a loop, right? Infinite, it's a loop. So a cycle. I think we are in a cycle. Stockton is, in my opinion, always in a constant cycle of decay. As in, it's just like you know how every generation, like Stockton's always had issues, but it's like a different set. So what I'm getting at here is that I think that pretty much we have retarded leaders, but we all know this, right? But let's go back, right? Like, because Christina Fugazi hasn't been mayor for like as long as Stockton's been a city, because we were established like in the 1850s or some shit. So every mayor since then, pretty much. Do you guys know any notable mayors since the city's inception that has done anything notable?
When did the city really become a shithole, J-Man?
Yeah, we're trying to see it go back to it, right? We're trying to figure out where it went wrong, because it cannot be that Stockton was always a shithole.
I wish Bill was here because he would probably
Well,
tell
he
us.
would know. He's like, I'll store for you, boys. I was
Well,
there back in the day.
If you want my honest opinion, Stockton is not unlike many other places, Oakland, Compton, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
but we don't want to be Oakland or Compton. We want to be.
All right, but here's the deal. Okay,
Why we like them? Why is it like this?
the crack epidemic of the late 80s and early 90s, all right, that affected every urban area on the map, and we are still seeing and feeling the effects of that today.
So it was in the 80s and 90s that this shit went to, like, things went to the
Who
shitter.
caused the crack
Well,
epidemic?
specifically the crack epidemic. And
Who caused it, though? Where'd it come from?
Now it's fentanyl.
No, it's
well,
right.
you know, if we're gonna go back to that time period,
Is it true the CIA did it? Because it was a slap to
there was
destroy
the
minority
Contra War,
communities?
you know, when you're trading cocaine for guns, etc., etc., and you got all this cocaine left over, and somebody says, "Hey, give me a little baking soda. I got an idea," and you create crack. And I witnessed it personally during that time period. Some events I'm not going to
Scarface?
here, but
Oh my God, you were in Scarface, Jack? Holy shit! Damn, nice.
no, well, this came after Scarface. All right, we're talking late '80s here, early '90s, and there was a few things going on in that time period. Like I said, I had a couple personal experiences where I got to see some shit up close and personal, particularly out of Richmond, California, and I'll just leave it at that. And I saw a few people's lives affected by crack, especially coming out of East Palo Alto. So, having witnessed that, and having seen other things going around, and also having moved to Stockton here not long after that time period, and seeing how bad things were then, you know, like I said, we are still reeling from that. Any urban area is still reeling from that time period. We're still seeing the effects of it on the streets today, literally a generation plus later. And so when we talk about urban problems, crime, ghettos, homelessness, all the shit, drugs, it had a genesis. And while a lot of this shit, yeah, it was, I mean, we had shopping cart ladies and shit in the late 70s, um, homeless people were camped out all over San Francisco, when I was up there every day in the fucking 80s. But when that crack epidemic hit, everything suddenly exponentially got multiplied overnight in a big way. And like I said, we're still feeling the effects of it today. And so I think you have to start there when you're looking at it. As far as, you call retarded leadership, the problem is you don't have a great talent pool around here. All right. What you wind up with most of the time is people who have egos that are way bigger than their actual abilities to lead or, to do anything. And you see it all the time. And it's a breed of people who, for whatever reason, feel they need to satisfy that ego and they need to be big shots. All right. But if you look at our current city council, for instance, and I'm going to put Jason Lee aside for a second. You can't completely include him with the others. He is a little bit of an anomaly, different. But normally, okay, have you heard about any of our council people like in the sports page lately? I haven't. Have you heard about any of them starting the next high-tech company?
No.
I haven't. Jeez, have you heard about any of them getting signed to Warner Brothers for a 7-picture deal?
Nope.
No. Because normally, if you want to be a big shot, you got show business, you got the sports world, and you got the business world. That's where people go on to achieve great things, And in Jason Lee's case, he did, He made a name for himself in show business, all right? Which has a lot of people wondering, well, why would you come back here, So, but that's a whole other question, all right? So, but now you have the area of politics to where you don't need talent like you need for show business. You don't need athletic ability like you do for sports. You don't need to have, anything going in the business world, really. All you got to do is be able to, and you will have political consultants who will hand you a script and say, here, you say these words and phrases for the people, and then we'll get you elected. You don't have to have a brain in your head. All right? But if you got a big ego and you can spin the bullshit a little bit better than the other guy, well, you can maybe get elected. So politics is the avenue for people who maybe would like to be a big shot, but you got no talent, all right? You got nothing going for you except, serve the community. Sure you will. Yeah.
They're all full of shit.
And we see the track record. We see the track record every day because all you got to do is go outside your door and take a walk or take a drive or read the police blotter every day and watch the news. And you know what? There's a track record. All right. For all these inflated egos who sit in City Hall. Oh yeah, we know what's best for you. All right. And so and now we got a primary coming up, and trust me, the bullshit is going to start flowing. It's going to start flowing like water. I cringe at what's going to come out. So just giving everybody a fair warning. They're going to be laying it on thick. They're going to be laying the bullshit on thick. So watch for those campaign ads and the campaign flyers and the junk mail that will be coming to your house. And, should be good for some laughs. But I'm still waiting to see the conga line of candidates that are going to be lining up for some of these offices. Oh,
Congo.
yeah, but yeah, it's a talent pool of people, you know. Because yeah, good people really don't want to be involved in that kind of drama and bullshit that goes on.
No, they do not.
You know, so. And Scotty, what's with that fucking avatar?
I was just what's it called? I don't know. I'm kind of stoned, so I had this envisioning of like Arkham Asylum. You know, like in Batman, he puts all his villains in one prison, and I was like, what if we just put like all the most like high profile retards of Stockton like in just one place? Like if I just like could line them up, because I'm thinking like, why is Michael Tubbs popping in head? I don't know. It's more like my mindset has changed from how to explain this. I don't really give a shit about this city anymore, if I'm being honest, because it's like looking at the problem as a tax-paying citizen, as someone who wants to do something for the city, but realizes that it's kind of like ice skating uphill. I think what we should all do is pretty much focus on how we can individually improve our own lives and accept that Stockton's kind of a sinking ship, because it's like, unless you got Jason Lee's money and his connections, how exactly are you going to change Stockton when you've got so many other people who benefit from the corruption, the negativity? So it's like, hey, look at this guy. He's trying to make a difference. We got to put him down. I mean, it's not like we have a media outlet that does just that to people who go against established quo, don't we? Do we?
All I gotta say is, Scotty, that is the best thing I've ever heard you say on this fucking show.
Really? What'd I say? I already forgot. What?
The
What is that?
Bro, he literally
What?
said the thing I've been hoping he'd say this entire time.
What'd I say?
You gotta focus on making your own life better and accept that this place is a shit. I love it, because that just means you understand that you can't improve this situation, but you can sure as hell improve your own situation. So always look to improve your own situation. I love it, Scotty. Good shit.
I learned that from you.
I know. I love it. I love it. That's why I'm fucking so hyped. We're on the right path, Scotty. We're on the right path.
So I guess what you can get from watching our show is, if you want ideas and advice on how to like get control of your life, you have to do one thing first. Get to the chopper now! Yeah! No, but for real though, you have to get to the chopper. Like, imagine Stockton's Vietnam or Saigon, and you're trying to get to the last chopper out of Saigon. You're trying to get to the last chopper, because think about it right now, because I can peek into the future, because I'm studying AI and all this cybersecurity shit. I can tell you this. Every McDonald's in this shithole city has a fucking AI vendor kiosk that does not need anyone except for a maintenance guy to keep it running. So it's like, you walk in McDonald's, you go on your machine, I want this, bam, I put my debit card in, I go and pick it up. I don't talk to fucking soul unless I happen to have cash or the machine's not working. That's right now. 5 years from now, what if there's nobody cooking in the kitchen? What if you're just walking into completely automated McDonald's where it's like the only humans are the customers, but in the back it's just like, all right, swipe the debit card, pick it, get it from the machine, and that's it. I mean, that's going to be the future. So my question being, though, is that a large majority of people in Stockton that rely on their income get it from pretty much these low wage jobs. So what I'm getting at here is that if a large population of Stockton's income is mainly from jobs that AI can replace in the near future, then would they not be concerned that if they don't have access to a high degree, or they don't have a lot of money saved up to move, that they're kind of in a sinking fucking ship? Because if your job is something that can be replaced, and you have no way of obtaining a higher a job or income, and you're kind of stuck on the government, right? You kind of see how dystopian that is, right? It's limiting a man's opportunities to earn for himself and making him more dependent on the government, which is why everyone thinks the universal basic income is a thing, but that's just it. You only get this money from the government. You have no other way to earn money yourself, unless you're doing things like your own business. That's my own point, though. How many people are in Stockton are starting up their own small businesses? They aren't. Businesses aren't even coming to Stockton. They're probably factories on the fucking outskirts, but how about downtown? Because I live near downtown. I can tell you, ever since I was a kid, that motherfucker been abandoned as shit. You got buildings that are still broken into or boarded up. Or picture this: you go downtown Stockton. I'm gonna give everyone listening that haven't been downtown Stockton an idea of what my city's atmosphere is like. It's nighttime. You're downtown Stockton. You hear faint gunshots, dogs barking. It's cold. You have the smell of fucking tire and wet asphalt. There's sirens. You hear ambulances going by. You keep strolling downtown, and these buildings you see are boarded up, or there's broken glass, or there's homeless people camping, or there's fucking little fires. There's definitely a bunch of homeless people browsing around at night. Because think about that. Where do homeless people in Stockton go when it's raining? Right? It's cold as shit right now. Right? Where are they gonna go? They're probably gonna break into some abandoned fucking building. I can't say I blame them, but that's my
We
point.
just had
Though,
a fire. We just had a
yeah,
fire today on Rose Street. Did you see that one?
I had just heard about that. Now, that proves my point.
It was a building that had previously been burned. It was boarded up, and they just had another big fire today. And someone says, "Yeah, it was some vagrants."
Yeah, some vagrants. There's a lot of vagrants. So, a picture like this is that there are more job opportunities. I'm on the wager in Florida, where Alex is at, than there are more opportunities in Stockton. There's more tech jobs in Florida than there are in Stockton. I'll fucking make that wager with my life. So this is what I have to say for you guys is like what I was saying before is that you cannot save this city. You're not Batman. You got to save your family, take care of yourself, and pretty much get on the last chopper out of Saigon and get the fuck out of here. Because realistically, if you have kids, right, do you really want your kids to be growing up in Stockton, right? Like, here's this. All right, so imagine you have a daughter, right, and she has to grow up in this shitty neighborhood. Do you feel safe when she grows? She's a fucking teenager and she has to go to school, and you got all these guys preying on her and shit. How are you gonna protect your daughter realistically, right? How about your son? How do you stop him from falling into gangs? How do you stop your daughter from fucking becoming a streetwalker? How do you stop these things, right? Oh, this side, you never put them in the position to begin with. So that's why if you can avoid moving to Stockton, move, because I think there's a saying that's true. Anyone who's rich has already left Stockton. If anyone who's staying is just profiting from the fuck ups of Stockton. Otherwise, why would you stay? There's nothing. There's nothing to grow here. There's too much division. There's too much parts that are conflicting that we can never truly have true cohesion as a community. Because to be honest, everyone's out for themselves. I mean, I'm not wrong, am I?
No,
You're not wrong at all.
That's the Stockton way.
yeah, or what I would call the status quo. And I think what we're seeing in the city hall drama right now being played out is that it seems the majority want to keep doing things status quo. And
Remember,
Jason
city
Lee,
council can always leave. City council can always. Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to put this up for Jack explaining city council. Remember, everyone on city council that makes the decisions that impacts our lives, remember, they can always afford to pack up and leave. Remember, they can afford to fuck up. They got money to bail out and go
well,
somewhere else. Do you?
they could have probably done that beforehand. So, but why?
Got to keep the check. Got to keep the checks running, right? I mean, it's a part-time job, but they're still getting paid, right? No matter what choice they do, whatever they vote on. Oh yeah, I want to say this about Brandon Villaputa. He doesn't say shit. Why is always Fugazi and Jason Lee talking? It's never this dude, and his district's the most fucked up because he represents a downtown district. So a downtown Stockton is hella just if you just take a drive through, you'll understand. There's a documentary by Trapler Ross, and it was going over how dangerous Stockton is. This British dude, me and Jack watched a little bit of it. The British dude came from Stockton, and the minute he got here, he almost got fucking jumped if it wasn't for him having a guide. Yeah.
Yeah, and this cat has done videos about different cities and the same kind of situations in other places, and he said he thought he was kind of used to it and was able to handle this kind of stuff, but he said when he got dropped off on was it Nightingale and 7th Street, I think, he was a little freaked out. And so again, the city has a reputation, and I've experienced it. I've talked to plenty of other people. I've experienced it where when you leave here, and you mentioned Stockton, and you see how other people react. I mean, hey, your city is being defined by the people who live here, because places are the way they are because people who live here made it that way. As I always say, all right. So, on that note, I have a few things to play here. We got some obligations to meet. So, we'll listen to a little ditty about the homeless, and then we got a few ads to play. So we shall be right back, folks.
She took my shopping cart and my aluminum cans. She took my shopping cart, no regard for this broken man. It's not easy being homeless with a vagrant bitch on your hands. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart, baby, and my aluminum cans. Woke up in the shelter and all my shit was gone. Woke up in the shelter, baby, and that wicked bitch was gone. Obama phone, EBT card, and now I got nothing going on. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart, baby, and my aluminum cans. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart. She took my shopping cart.
He took my shopping cart.
Live pro wrestling returns to Stockton on Saturday, January 24th, when the Total Wrestling Federation presents the 3rd annual Fight for Franklin at Eagles Hall, a fundraiser for the wrestling team at Franklin High School, with all proceeds going to Franklin High's wrestling team. This action-packed card will feature 3 title matches, plus a special lumberjack match. In the main event, human highlight reel Landon Ramos puts the TWF World title on the line against Zeke, the Samoan Reaper. For the TWF Tag Team Championship, Mike Hayashi and Paras Singh will square off against David Assassino Martinez and Jesus Cruz. The TWF Television Championship is on the line when Godfather of Swole, Don Swole Leon, faces 209 boat Noah Palma. And in a special lumberjack match, the Maverick Jay Cruz will settle his beef with Big MF Matt Freeman. Also on the card are CJ Dirt, Firebelly Giga Herrera, Christian Black, and more. Doors open at 6 and bell time is 7. Advanced tickets on Eventbrite, adults $20 and just $10 for kids. Eagles Hall, 1492 Bourbon Street in Stockton, California. Be there Saturday, January 20th for the Fight for Franklin 3.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. But don't. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. That's 12 bonus toys. Fair warning, once this starts, your dog will sprint to the door every time they hear a truck. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today, before your dog runs away. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better. Go!
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, Smacks here. If you guys like gaming, swing over to Twitch, Smacks_TTV, live most nights. Stop by, say hi, drop a follow.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops. You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
All right, we are back.
We are back.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess the other big thing, and we'll kind of expand out of Stockton here for a minute, is the shooting yesterday in Minneapolis. That gal that got shot by the federal agents there, and allegedly they had a vigil at Victory Park this evening for her, and a lot of protests going on around the country and whatnot. Were there any protests going on out there in the Bay Area today, Nelson? Did you see?
Everybody was just business as usual, to be completely honest with you.
You know why they're business as usual? Because they have lives and actual shit to do.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bit of context, boys. This woman drove 8 hours to follow ICE in a disruptive protest.
Like, outside of Stockton, who really gave a fuck about the shooting that happened a few weeks ago?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
I'm going to be completely honest.
They make money off it.
Realistically, if you don't live in Stockton, I really don't think anybody cared. People from the Bay Area weren't talking about it. They didn't care. They didn't even know that it happened, to be completely honest with you. I'm just honest.
Just for the record,
Status quo.
Eight people got shot in Salt Lake City yesterday.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh, I seen. I believe there were 1 or 2 fatalities out of the 8 people. So, like I said, this shit happens around the map
Every day,
all the time now.
Everybody dies.
On Thanksgiving weekend,
it's almost like rain. It's like when the weatherman says, "Oh, there's going to be rain tomorrow."
Raining bullets.
Oh, there's a shooting. Oh no! I'm not trying to downplay it. In no way am I trying to downplay it. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Well, you can't upplay it either.
Someone's
but
loved
it does
one,
happen.
But again, I think as a society in this country, we're just so used to it.
Yeah.
That we're all just kind of numb.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's why I don't want to have kids, man. I'm scared to have kids. Nelson, protect your kids, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to. I'm just trying to get them to survive this fucking K flu, and then after that, God be willing, we gonna take care of them. I gotta put them in. I'm trying to put my daughter in like gymnastics and martial arts, because for me, it's important that she knows how to defend herself.
That's good.
Put her in like an MMA or something like that.
Yeah. That's exactly what the plan is.
I got some good news about my grandson over the holidays because he started kindergarten.
Awesome.
And the teacher said he's already like ahead of everybody else in math skills.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. And now he was in a daycare to where they actually did a little bit more than just give him a meal and let him play.
You made him smarter.
They were actually teaching him stuff. like kind of a preschool kind of thing.
Nice.
And and I know Dad has him in front of it. Actually, had him in front of a computer, like teaching him his shit. So
That sucks. They don't have that here though. Imagine
he's
that.
They do have
he's
it. You just got to look
you know,
for it.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
on the type of quality, because of course we have, but I'm saying like outside of Stockton though, bigger cities can afford to have way better programs. So it's like if I'm in Stockton and I live like in a shitty Section 8 apartment housing or the fuck, am I really gonna get the best quality education? No, I'll probably go to public fucking school because that's all I can afford.
That's why
Am I?
funding in Stockton for public schools is
Where's the
so
funding going, huh? No, they don't help out the
because
funding schools.
kids do not test well in Stockton. I'm being
Nah,
completely honest.
they're retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, so is I, but that's because the funding wasn't put in. I can speak to this because I went to different
The thing is,
schools.
like, so it's a vicious cycle. You need funding to get programs. You can't get the funding unless kids. That's why they have the STAR test. Because the higher your school or your district or your school actually ranks on the STAR test determines how much funding you're gonna get. If you rank shit on the STAR test, you're not going to get as much funding as a school in the Bay Area that like has money putting it into children or whatever. It's really a fucked up system. You would think you would get access to more funding if your school system was fucked.
It don't work like that though. Our system is just gonna produce more fuck ups. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna be like, I don't want say black pill. You know what black pill means? It's just saying the brutal honest truth. But I'm gonna be honest. The education system in Stockton, to be honest with you, if you don't have a good coin, your kid's pretty much gonna suffer for that because everything is just so fucking low quality.
That's a problem everywhere,
yeah.
man. Even here in Florida as well, a lot of people are struggling with the fact that education costs a lot. And
Yes,
public schools are
your
shit over here,
kid's
but-
education matters, and also like this is that for you specifically, Nelson, you got to have like all this shit locked down because it's like you're in Stockton, bro. We don't have access to all the greatest and latest and all that shit. So it's like, if I was you, like I was saying, boys, if you can save up enough money to get out of Stockton and go to where the grass is greener, I'd fucking go for it. Because if I had a kid, hell no, he ain't going to no public school. I'll fucking send him to a charter school. I don't even care. I have to pay the money because I know that they're going to teach him more useful
Well,
skills
that's
such
why
as
we're
critical
trying
thinking.
to do homeschooling, Scotty, because we don't trust the school districts out
Yeah,
here.
because they'll brainwash your kid to be some fucking lunatic or cut his dick off. I mean, I don't want to go that far, but the proof is that your kid can be socially engineered by the school district if you don't know what they're teaching. If you know what your kid's learning, you know, but if you don't know the curriculum, you don't know, right? How do you know?
Oh, that's true.
Parents have a right to know.
On that note, I do have to say adieu, guys. I am freezing my nuts off over here.
All right.
Guys, go check out shadymob.com for all the latest content. J-Man Jack, myself, Alex, the man Angelo, and Mr. Scotty Tuhawti should be back on Saturday for Sonic.
I'll be there, Sonic Waves. I missed the last, I'll be there. What time? What time is? I gotta know. I missed the time.
6, right?
6 or was it 7?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
we're not setting anything in stone yet. We're just
It
going
will
with waves.
It will be Saturday evening, though.
But it will be Saturday evening, folks.
I gotta head out too. I got work tomorrow, and I'm a little tired.
All right, take a nap, man. Dress warm.
Ghost time. So
Dress warm, dog. It's 70 degrees over here. I'm fucking melting my ass off.
Oh, get out, you motherfucker! Right?
It's 45 out here in the Bay Area. At least it feels like it's 45. It's cold.
Yeah,
like
we got a little breeze out here too with it. So
it's been raining hard
tonight.
But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we bid you adieu. We will see you next week here on Port City on Saturday on Sonic. Love y'all.
All right, King. Thanks
See you guys later.
See you guys.
Later.
No, Batman, the number 2. I still got a lot to say on the topic. How about you?
All right. Yeah. So where were we?
I was talking about how,
right.
Stockton education system. My mother always told me that education is power. More education is better. And I'm the firm believer that funding has to go to your kids because it's like this. It's that if I'm an asshole, an adult, and I just take all the funding that was meant to go to the youth, right? 10, 15 years, whatever, fast forward, they're going to come out fucking retarded because the money is needed in order to hire quality teachers, in order to get quality equipment for them to learn. And if you're just like neglecting it, especially public schools for years, for like 2005, 2015, 2025. All right, how about 2035 now, motherfuckers? when are you guys gonna realize that Stockton is not doesn't what's it called? We don't rank high anywhere positively academically. No, but we rank high in murder rate and crime rate.
Yeah.
But we have low test scores for our students, and I
Uh-huh.
cannot but wonder why that is. So it's like, if why would I want my kid to go to Stockton for an education? Why would I want my kid to go to Stockton to get a job or start a family or even get a fucking college degree? University of the Pacific is like the only good university. Everyone goes to Delta College because we're broke. Everyone else who has the money or a good scholarship goes to UOP. But even then, you know what they tell their students in UOP? Don't leave campus. I could swear I saw, because they have an open campus. I saw a fucking sign that says "After dark" or whatever. Stay in your dorms, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't go outside campus." And they're by a
Yeah.
miracle, my word, it's nicer. But my point still stands, though, is that it's not safe for anybody. So at what point are you gonna like grow intolerant of it and be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I don't have to live like this. I want to live in peace. And then you're just gonna move somewhere else.
One thing I do want to give a shout out to is the UOP cops, their police force, their campus cops.
They don't fuck around.
They actually do a pretty good job of within their little jurisdiction. Like, for instance, the homeless campers next, on the Calaveras there next to it. They got them cleared out early on, and yeah, they keep an eye on things, and they'll take care of business, within their jurisdiction.
How about Delta College fucking police? Do they do so good? Because I can't but wonder what department gets more funding, UOP or Delta College? Because it's all about the funding, right, baby? How many officers can we get on patrol cars to go in patrol? How many do we have on the payroll, right? Because it's all about the payroll.
Yeah, well, they got a smaller campus too to deal with.
And they still have shit going on. They still have fucking crime. More crime happens on Delta College campus than it does on UOP. You can fucking Google this. Just Google it, and you'll see. Oh, a homeless man robbed this person, or a crime happened here, and this person was robbed. Yada yada. So it's like, if you ain't safe on campus, you ain't safe at a birthday party, you ain't safe at the mall, motherfucker. You ain't safe nowhere. Hide your kids, hide your wife, get out of sight. But it's like, if that becomes the status quo, I don't like the status quo.
Well, no, it does suck right now.
It's always sucked, because people of my age who live in different cities have way better quality of lives because they don't have to live in fear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's certain things you can almost guarantee are always a safe bet. For instance, this year, we no doubt will have another double-digit homicide rate. All right. There will probably be another 600 to 700 guns that will be removed from the street via Stockton PD when they pull people over or do probation checks on people and whatnot. And again, this is a topic that I have tried to get people to talk about. I mentioned it to every candidate that I met. Over the last couple of years, and nobody at a city hall, nobody from law enforcement, nobody ran for office, nobody wants to talk about the guns.
Because nobody cares.
I'm not talking about the, violence prevention programs and all this other fucking horse shit. I'm talking about a gun is an actual, like this phone here, it's a tangible object. It's a real object. Okay, so when they pull somebody over in a traffic stop and they search the car, maybe the guy was on probation or whatever, it's searchable, and they find another gun.
Goes to evidence locker, right? Supposedly.
Oh, okay, first of all, do they take this dude and sit him down and ask him, hey, where did you get this gun?
Amazon.
All right. He had to get it from someplace, okay? Now, are there maybe a few that, went to Dick's Sporting Goods and actually filled out the paperwork and did it legally and then
3D printed
enough to, drive around with it in their car? Yeah, you might get a few knuckleheads like that, but, a lot of these guys, yeah, the gun might be stolen or, they bought it from some guy in a park, He had a bunch of guns in the trunk of his car and he was selling them. All right, because my question is, okay, are you sitting the guy down? Are you asking him, like, where he got the gun? Are you following up on that? And what about the actual gun itself that you took away? Have a serial number to trace, okay, is it stolen? All right. Otherwise, what happens to these guns, 700 or so, at least according to the mayor's figures, that are taken off the street every year? And those are just the guys that get caught with them. All right, because there are others who obviously still have their guns that are running around and are able to do things like shoot up a birthday party. They didn't get caught with their guns, so
They still haven't been
there's
caught.
still plenty of other guns out on the street besides the 600 or 700 that the cops are able to get. Just want to remind folks of that. But yeah, what happens to this gun that this guy may have bought off of somebody he met at McKinley Park who had a bunch of guns in the trunk of his car? Okay, because what I want to know is that guy who was selling the guns, who is he kicking up to so he is able to remain in that neighborhood doing that business, what he does? These guns are coming from someplace. Somebody's making some coin selling them. Okay, it's called gun trafficking. And just like drug trafficking, and just like the moonshine still in some shithole county in Mississippi, a dry county, all right, all the locals know where to get a drink. Just like the urban areas, all the locals know where to get drugs and where to get a gun illegally if they want one. All right? Means somebody in position of authority, City Hall, is profiting from drug trafficking, gun running. Not only in Stockton, and a lot of other places along the map. Once again, Stockton is not unique. All these problems that we're talking about tonight are going on simultaneously right now in Oakland, Compton, Detroit, St. Louis, etc., etc., etc. All right? So, but again, then, it doesn't make it any easier for us. And how are we dealing with it? And are we really that naive to believe because none of these problems are new, they've been around for a while. So over all this time, and out of all the people that have been elected in all the cities across the map, you think there was one that had or has or will have the magic answer, the magic solution that's going to fix everything? When they run for office this year, watch the campaign bullshit, because that's what they're going to try and sell you on. They want you to believe that, yeah, vote for me and I'll set you free. I'm your savior that's risen from the streets. Right. Okay. As I said in a post today, some of us have seen this movie before, and we're just waiting to get to the part where the building explodes and all the bad guys die.
We kind of been skipping that part for a while.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shitty script writing, lately. We need a better film, and we need a Tarantino or a Scorsese to come around and rewrite the script for Stockton. But yeah, I mean, that's just how things are playing out. So, like I said, watch out coming down the road here. We're going to be hearing a lot. The bullshit is going to be so thick this year. I just, I mean, I'm serious, man. Every time I hear a politician give a speech, man, it's like I just want to go home and take a rape shower.
Damn, bro.
I'm serious, man. I mean, I can't even.
It's that bad.
No, I hate listening to speeches, man. Because it's always the same bullshit.
We want transparency.
Yeah, my campaign's always been about family values and community. And it's like, shut the fuck up already. We've heard this song and dance before. We've seen this movie before. All right.
Sucks.
So it's not, it would really be nice to see something different. But, it is what it is. And, I mean, who knows? Maybe once someone does get elected and they get in there, All of a sudden, they get caught up in shit, and then they get sucked in. You know, you get sucked into the wicked game. That's why we got what we got. So, alrighty. Well, on that note, any final words, Scotty?
Yeah, I got some. Well, it's a brand new year, and if I'm being honest, boys, there ain't no time like the present to get your ass moving because we're in the future pretty much. So, whatever you can do today to make it tomorrow and thereafter a fuck ton Easter, I suggest you get to it. Make the night long and make it useful and make it work your time. Be like Batman, because that dude can get a lot of shit done in one night. So that's pretty much how that's my advice. Get shit done every night in one night like Batman, because the only way to win is to prepare. And I came up with this quote: "The man who often prepares often wins."
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does help, and so and a shout out to all the guys and gals out there in Stockton who are doing things on their own to move the needle forward, and you know, you might be a guy who knows how to work on cars, and you're doing brake jobs out of your garage, or you're a gal that knows how to cut hair, and yeah, you're doing hair out of your house. And,
AI can't do that, so that can make you money. Think about it.
you know, well, there's people that do bookkeeping and accounting and are working from home. In other words, if you're one of those people that have some talent and some skills, and you could do that, consider it. All right, consider it. It's called agorism. All right, it's about finding your own financial set of tracks outside of what, you know, the government and established orders want you to be on. You know, so, you know, that is a way out. You know, if you can do computer work, there's all kinds of things that people need, and if you can offer that service, and you can make some bucks working from home, I strongly suggest that you do that. All right, because starting a brick and mortar business, you know, business licenses, taxes, and everything else that the city wants from you just to set up shop is a lot. And if you look at what a lot of businesses have to go through with, you know, being targets of crime and vagrancy and vandalism and all this other shit, you know, well, my hat's off to anybody that sets up a business in Stockton. More power to you. It takes guts. I'll be honest with you. Put up your capital to take that risk, so you can provide a few jobs and bring some goods and services to the community. You know, that means something. And again, my hat's off to you. You people should be at the top of the pyramid. And unfortunately, you're not. Unfortunately, the bottom feeders get a lot of attention, and there's 999 programs for them that they can apply to. But you know, businesses, they have to pay, and they, you know, wind up taking a lot of it on the chin a lot of the time. So again, my hat's off to those folks here in Stockton, our business community. Yeah, but again, if you're someone who can work from home and do something on your own, go for it. So, all right. Well, on that note, I want to thank Alex and Nelson for dropping in tonight, and we will return next Thursday. There'll be links up in our description. Check out BarkBox for your dog, HBO Max for your entertainment, and if you click on those links there, you help us out a little bit. Helps the show out. We appreciate it. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay on top of what we're doing. Next Tuesday, we'll be stream sniping the city council meeting for PCU 24/7. And also Saturday, Sonic Waves, our new music program, talking about new music from around the world and what our team of songwriters are coming up with week after week. So tune in for that Saturday evening. So anyway, Scotty, thanks for jumping on. And we will see everybody later.
Hit the like button.